I'll leave it to an expert blackjack player to create a chart for poker, but that leads to the question, can you play poker with a chart?
You know, I'd love to answer no in this spot, but look, it's Chris and Andy, both math-based players, sitting at the final table, and Chris is in his third appearance here, so it's pretty tempting to say yes at this point.
And Chris has moved all in with suited queen-jack.
First one, you're in good shape.
Pocket threes
Second
for
one.
Andy.
Okay, I call.
And he's going to call.
We have an all-in call.
You got the best hand. But I got,
It's a coin flip.
I got suited connectors in the middle.
Yeah, you might be a favorite.
Andy has Chris covered. This could be it for Chris Ferguson.
Classic race situation.
Take a look.
Pocket pair against two overcards.
Jack of diamonds.
Oh, at least I have a diamond.
2 threes.
Notice the Card Player Magazine percentages. Chris Ferguson's Queen Jack of Diamonds, a slight favorite over Andy Block's pocket
Make
trays.
it exciting.
And the flop.
That's exciting.
And Chris pairs his queen, 6, queen,
That's
5.
not exciting.
Exciting to me.
It's a deuce or a 7.
Chris has become a much bigger favorite.
Here's the turn.
Well, a 3 is Andy's favorite card in the deck. That would ice things.
No.
7 of clubs.
6 outs.
4th Street, 7 of clubs.
Any 3 or 4 will
A
win
3
this
or
one.
a 4 will knock out Chris Ferguson and win the heads-up title for Andy Block. 7 of diamonds. And Chris Ferguson has doubled up.
That's for 25. And he maintains his lead.
632,000 now.
Chris Ferguson trying to come from behind, and that's the subject on our casual mail chip count. Ferguson's comebacks.
You have a straight?
No, you got me.
John Jawanda has Ferguson in trouble.
All in.
I call.
50-50.
Chris Ferguson cheats death.
I'm all in.
And Jonathan Little has taken a commanding chip lead. Chris Ferguson has come back to defeat Jonathan Little. Well, if Andy Block's trays hold up,
Okay.
he is the new heads-up champion.
That's exciting.
And Ferguson has doubled up. His quest for the championship is still alive.
Welcome back to the final table of the National Heads Up Poker Championship. Andy Block had Chris Ferguson on the brink of elimination, but Chris had a pair on the flop to double up and even match 2. Let's get back to the action at the final table.
Thanks, Leanne. And after that double up, Andy stole a couple of big blinds to take the lead. Pair of jacks for Chris here. Blinds up to 20 and 40,000.
Yeah, Chris only has about 14 big blinds.
Chris will raise to 100,000. Suited connectors for Andy.
Andy calls.
And Andy calls.
Going to be 200,000 out there already.
Flop 10-5-4, an open-ender for Andy.
We could see some action here. A lot of money out there for grabs. Chris Ferguson has the overpair, and Andy Block is going to move all in.
Yes, we will see some action.
I call.
And a quick call from Chris.
Calls.
And here's the cards. 2 jacks for Chris Ferguson. Straight
Chris
draw.
almost a 2-to-1 favorite here.
Can't you have like a 10 jack or something?
Well, if Andy Block can spike a 3 or an 8, he will ice this thing and be our newest champion.
Covered. Goes ahead with the 2 jacks. Here's the turn.
The turn pairs Andy 6.
And Andy picks up a bunch of outs. He can now hit a 6 or a 7.
I lose a card, I pick up 5 more outs.
3 or an 8 will still work, of
Here's the
course.
river.
Anything else, and Chris Ferguson doubles up.
And Chris Ferguson doubles up. River's a 9 of clubs.
Yeah, that on the turn. would
Don't
make it
put a
interesting.
fork in Chris Ferguson just yet. Not quite done. And for Andy Block, that knockout blow has been elusive.
When the dust settles, Chris is going to have almost 1.1 million in chips to Andy's less than 200,000.
No, this changes things.
It'll be Ferguson's turn to try to deliver the knockout blow and equalize this match at 1 apiece.
Good call there.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was a little obvious, but
Yeah,
Queen
well,
4
yeah.
for Andy.
Well, you'd probably check a 10.
I'm all in.
4 or 5.
And he's going to move all in.
They're all in.
Less than 5
How much
big
is it?
blinds. He doesn't have much of a choice.
If I can remember right.
How many times the big blind is it?
Oof, that'd be a tough hand for Chris to try to finish him with. And he folds it.
That I had beat.
Face up, 6 off.
So close to evening up the match at 1 apiece.
I read you for strong there, somehow.
You read me for somewhat above average hand.
No, not well, I guess above average.
On the average.
But could have been below average.
It
Yeah.
could have been below average. No, I mean, roughly, you know,
Only a little better.
on the average, it's going to be above average.
Again, Andy leads 1 match to none in this best 2 out of 3. But here in match 2, Chris has a 4.5 to 1 chip lead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have 200. You have 230.
That little pot isn't going to hurt Andy's chances, but he's still got his work cut out for him.
So,
We started this match with the blinds at 3 and 6,000, Matt, all the way up to 20 and 40,000 at this point. A lot more gambling than poker.
Pocket queens for Ferguson here.
226.
is that a question or a statement?
I think he's going to make a bet of exactly 226 to put Andy all in.
No? I don't really know much choice. I call.
And Andy calls with King Trey.
Not happily.
I hear it happily. Look at that one.
2 queens for Chris Ferguson.
I got an overcard.
Yeah, one overcard.
King 3. Andy Block.
Things could be worse for Andy Block.
Jacks, queens.
At least he has 1 overcard to the queens.
Yeah.
Chris trying to finish off Andy and pull even at 1 match apiece.
Here's the flop.
Pocket queen's the right kind of gun to bring to this fight.
Here's the
Queen
queen.
right in the
Oh,
window.
queen in the window. Chris has flopped a set. Queen, Jack, deuce.
10 of clubs. 10 of clubs on the turn.
Well, it ain't over yet. Andy can hit running clubs. Running straight cards will work as well.
Clubs. Give him a 10 of clubs.
He said that. Okay, go through the deck. Find a 10 of clubs.
Here's the turn.
And the turn. Oh, 4 of a kind. Andy's drawing dead, and Chris Ferguson wins the second match. We are all even in this best 2 out of 3.
I got my 4 queens right here. That's what I got. My 4 queens. No, not me. This is a